Hi, this is GS from uoe.org, University of Online Education. In this session, we are going to discuss about how to install XAMPP. On previous session, we discussed about I given brief introduction on PHP. What is PHP and why we have to use PHP, benefits of using PHP. So, right now I'm showing how to install XAMPP in localhost. First of all, before installing XAMPP, we must know basic idea what does XAMPP do. I'm giving basic introduction on XAMPP. Actually, in previous session when I discussing between difference between XAMPP and XAMPP, I told you why we have to prefer XAMPP, because XAMPP is a cross-platform and it is lightweight and it is a user comfortability and user friendly to control panel. So once again I'm saying that what introduction to XAMPP. XAMPP stands for cross-platform Apache MySQL PHP. So we can say that X. What does X stands for means cross-platform. X stands for cross-platform. Cross-platform is nothing but XAMPP is supportful for cross platforms, like it is we can run XAMPP in Windows or Linux or Unix or Mac. We can run in any kind of OS. So XAMPP X stands for cross platform. What does A stands for means Apache HTTP server. I already told you that XAMPP is an Apache HTTP server. Actually, we run PHP files on server itself. So A stands for Apache HTTP server. And what does M stands for means MySQL. Once we install XAMPP means defaultly it will contain MySQL database. So by running browser on localhost/phpMyAdmin means we can access MySQL database. So by installing XAMPP we also get MySQL database. So M stands for MySQL database and P stands for PHP. It is a PHP. XAMPP is supportable for PHP, and another P is for it is also supportable for Perl scripting. So this is the web version of XAMPP. X stands for cross-platform, A stands for Apache, M stands for MySQL, and P stands for PHP and Perl. So what XAMPP can do? I mean, what the purpose of designing XAMPP is? XAMPP was designed to help web developers or designers to check and review their work using their computers without any connection of internet. I mean, we are going to run our PHP scripts in our local host. Local host means in our computer itself. For this running this PHP script, internet connection is doesn't require. Without internet connection we can get dynamic data. So this is possible only on in a server. So we can consider by designing by using XAMPP without using any internet connection, we can review our PHP code output. So this is the purpose of this XAMPP. Right now I will show you how to download and install XAMPP from Google itself. I think I already downloaded it, XAMPP. And how we can download means just go to the Google, XAMPP free download. I already told you that XAMPP is an open source. I mean, we for the software we does not to pay anything. It's not commercial. So by default we can download from online itself. Either we can download here Apache Friends or any other. Just click on this link. It will show you one XAMPP download button. If you click on the button means it will download. I already downloaded here. Just open that folder. I'm installing here. First of all, I'm just copying this XAMPP software to my desktop. Shit. I'm copying this XAMPP to my desktop. This is how we will get when we download from online. Just copy this and create one folder for clear view. I mean, there might be a little bit confused for you where I'm saving this. I'm just creating one folder XAMPP. This XAMPP folder contains this XAMPP software. So it is a lightweight. I mean, if you download this means it just take minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes to download from online. It is very lightweight and installation process is very easy. I mean, just it doesn't need any huge process for installation. Just it's matter of 4 to 5 steps. So this is my XAMPP. When we download it from online, it will show like this. Just you have to double click, and it will ask to run. Run. Just click on the run button, and it will ask to select language. I mean, defaultly we will select English and press OK, and it will show the pop-up next and cancel. If we want to click on next, and it will show this tools. I mean, what are the properties it contain. So it defaultly all check once. We need not to modify anything. So just click on next, and it will show the location. I mean, defaultly it will showing on C/XAMPP. If you need me, if you don't like to install this XAMPP on a C drive means, just click on the browse, and you can select your preferred drive, whether it is E or anything. I mean, going to the my computers, and you click D or E. I mean, you can install anywhere. I mean, you can install it on E or D. But defaultly myself I'm installing in C. Just I'm clicking here install. Just it's installing. That's it. I mean, installing XAMPP is very easy. So it may take a couple of minutes to install this. After installing this, we have to go for C, and one XAMPP folder will be created. In that folder, it will contain number of folders. I mean, out of them we consider htdocs folder. Htdocs folder is nothing but it is a server. I mean, we have to place our PHP files on htdocs. So for running, once we install XAMPP means we have to run the XAMPP using localhost. Localhost means this is this computer. I mean, for myself my computer is localhost. For yourself your computer is localhost. Means localhost is nothing but this computer. It is a host name. Means that the computer software and users may employ to access the computers. I mean, their own network service way of loopback network. I mean, I already told you for running this local web server, we doesn't need any internet connection. Just clicking typing localhost. Localhost nothing but it contain IP address of 127.0.0.1. This is an IP address for localhost. Right now this PHP version what I am using is latest version. Even I am explaining latest version in PHP 5.4. Once we install this XAMPP means, I will show you how to create PHP pages, and how we have to place that created PHP page in a server, and how to compile that PHP script. Such kind of things we can see once we install this XAMPP. If you want means we can also use the WAMP also, because mostly most of the users ourselves personally we use Windows, so we can also use WAMP. But as a professional point of view, it is better to use XAMPP. It may take other couple of minutes, like 5 to 10 minutes it may take. So we can say that installation of XAMPP is matter of 4 to 5 steps. Run and yes, next, next, next. Normally for PHP, while writing PHP code, we use different editors. Some programmers use Dreamweaver, some programmers use Eclipse, some programmers may use Node++. But for mostly Dreamweaver is the famous editor, because it's defaultly contain inbuilt functions. We need not to type long matter. I think while we are working with JavaScript or HTML, you may observe that it contain default functions for color pickers or default JavaScript functions. So Dreamweaver, myself, Dreamweaver, I am preferring Dreamweaver, and it is also very easy to use, and it is also now a free source. We can download this Dreamweaver from net, and it also provide a free serial key. Once we install a Dreamweaver means we have to activate a serial key. Serial key also available free and online. So my preference is Dreamweaver as the best editor to work with programming, especially to PHP. If just let's see, if you see here, it means here, this is the XAMPP folder creating right now, so it may take another couple of minutes. We can say that HDDocs as a server. I mean these are the supporting folders. If you see Apache means it is a supporting folder for HDDocs. So we consider out of this we use HDDocs folder only, because once we write any PHP script means we will place that PHP script inside this HDDocs. If you place out of this HDDocs means it will not run. So we consider ourselves in a XAMPP. HDDocs is the server which we place PHP files to compile, and here itself we can create a folder. I mean depending on, suppose my project is like any social networking project means I will create one folder here itself, clicking new folder and just naming one folder like network site. And once we created an PHP files regarding this project means we have to place that files inside this network, and going to the browser we will open localhost. Localhost is the default IP, I mean slash the folder name, network site slash the file name which we are going to open. This is the process how to save and how to open PHP files, and after this session I will show you practically how to create a basic PHP page, and how to place on the server HDDocs, and how to compile that one. If you see here, one icon has been created here, so we can consider it as a control panel of XAMPP. Once the installation is completed means we can able to open this control panel. At the time, just the starting server, we have to start the server when we were working with localhost means we have to open this control panel and we have to start Apache and MySQL. Some systems defaultly it will automatically started, but mostly we have to start the server and make sure XAMPP will occupy port in the server. Once in sometimes if you before starting control panel, if you log into your Skype means Skype will be automatically occupy the port 80, because once we installing XAMPP means defaultly XAMPP will take 80 port, and before if the control panel if you didn't run XAMPP or WAMP means if you open Skype means XAMPP will not run, because while if you want to run XAMPP means MySQL and PHP means you have to log out the Skype and you have to start the XAMPP and MySQL. Once the start is happen means after that only you can sign into your Skype. So it is a very important point. Sometimes most of them may face this problem. Even they don't understand why they are not able to start a XAMPP server. The reason is if you log into your Skype means Skype will occupy 80 port in 80 port. So if your port is not empty means XAMPP is not going to start. So if you want to start XAMPP means you have to log out your Skype and start XAMPP. After starting XAMPP you can able to log into your Skype. This is one advice. And sometimes you may face problem with IIS server. You can't able to run multiple servers at a time, so you have to go to runpad and run service.msc. At the time you can see number of services running. You have to stop IIS server, so after that you can also run XAMPP. These are the small tips. You may face some problems at the time. You have to concentrate these issues. Main with the Skype, and another one is IIS server. I think my Skype is off. Yes. If I log in before starting this XAMPP means XAMPP will not work. It's checking the configuration, and that's the end. Just you have to click finish, and it will show a pop-up. You can manage all the services, XAMPP control panel, which I showed below. So yes, click on the yes, the control panel will be launched. This is the control panel of the XAMPP. Defaultly the services are not started, so you have to start Apache. If my Skype is online means the Apache server will not start. So my Skype is offline, so I can start this Apache. Without starting Apache and MySQL, you can't able to run localhost. You have to start MySQL. Right now your XAMPP is installed and running successfully. So if you see this folder structure means this is the folder structure. Actually, as I told before, we have to place PHP files in this htdocs. And let me check whether my XAMPP is working or not. Just you have to type localhost. Yes, it's working. In next session I will show you how to run PHP files. That's the session for today. Thank you.